Guys, welcome back to the channel. We have a third bike of today, CFMOTO NK 300. If you haven't seen, previously we had the CLX 700 and MT800. Now I'm stepping down a little bit to 300 NK 300. We have it in this nice blue, sky blue or whatever it is. But it's really nice. The frame is blue as well, kind of like when Ducati has a red frame, so a thumbs up for the design. Anyway, this is, again, as I mentioned at the beginning in the different videos, CFMOTO is Chinese manufacturer who somewhere in 1989 started to produce boats, yachts, and somewhere in about 2011 they actually started cooperation with KTM. So big shout out to KTM Bratislava for lending me this one for today. We have it on a test ride. That's why the KTM is providing CFMOTOs in the showroom here in our showroom. Anyway, this is NK 300. So as the number suggests, this is one cylinder engine with 292cc volume. So not a lot of horsepower, not a lot of a grunt and the power. But it's really small, capable motorcycle, really good for beginning, and it's a beginner bike. You don't have many cores and features on it, but if you just go again from the front to the back. So as previously, we have again combination of multiple nations, let's say. So we have a CFMOTO, which is the Chinese manufacturer with cooperation with KTM, which is Austrian. The design was done in Austria, as far as I know. We have German ABS and ECU. So this bike has the ABS. We have one brake disc and one caliper setup in the front, with not that fancy brake master as previously. Brake sucks, I'm telling you right away, since I got here. Brake sucks, really. We have a nice 5.5 inches CFT display. The display is really nice. I gotta say, for this kind of for this kind of a category, this kind of a display is top notch, and it really pops up, and it's one of the highlights of the bike. Then we have kind of like usual grips, foot pegs, I mean. Really nice small little exhaust, reminds me Aprilia RS660, which is also like underneath the bike, tucked in behind the wheel. You have to keep to keep kind of like a clean look on the tail, so you have license plate holder down below coming from the swing arm. Upside down forks, ABS, as I said. You have two modes, Eco and Sport. Not really big of the difference between those two, but I gotta show you how it looks like. Sitting position, really nice and easy. Usual, naked style motorcycle. Reminds me KTM 390 or 125. Not that big of a number. So 292cc engine, one cylinder engine, 29 horsepower and 25 Nm of torque. However, the bike has something about 154 kilos, so power weight ratio not that bad actually. So for the city, for commuting, let's say, really nice touch, really nice looking, modern looking, stylish, with 3-4 colors going on. So actually looking really nicely, and that is really nice touch. There's like a little small windshield in here, so thumbs up for that. So let me hop on, let's do the highway test as usual, then just go off the highway and we'll see how it behaves in the city. Hopefully it will make the highway. So let me hop on. I'm 182 centimeters and I can flat foot the bike really easy, so really nice for, you know, lower people, girls, and everyone who is scared. So you don't have adjustable lever or the clutch. And let's go, because I'm gonna die here. Go away, go away, go away. So sitting position, really small, nimble and compact bike, like as you would imagine, naked style position. Yeah, it's braking, but it's not good. It's really hard to modulate the brake, like it does nothing really. It's just stiff. So my feet under my thighs, so really usual naked style position, upper body in really comfortable position, really easy to reach the ground. The clutch is really easy to find the engagement point, so no fiddly stuff there. Let me go to sport mode, which is really easy with one button here. And let's just try a little bit of pull here out of the gas station. You have many settings here, information, voltage, coolant, warning, service, miles, version, like that. You have navigation again, and you have telephone, you have settings. Not a lot of things to go through, but it has connectivity, so thumbs up for that, for this kind of a bike to have connectivity. Okay, let's go to do some pull from like 30 to 100. The shifter sucks, but whatever. Okay, so from 30. It does pull. Honestly, you don't feel the power, so you just see that the speed is changing, but there is no literal pull which would, you know, pull you to go. So you don't really feel 25 newton meters and 29 horsepower. But other than that, we are doing 110 and we are doing like 6,200 RPM, which is actually not that bad. So you can still go higher, and you don't have cruise control, you don't have any, you know, electronic help. But actually the vibration is not that bad. Vibration is pretty okay for a one-cylinder engine. You don't have obviously any windshield, so wind protection is 0 points, but well, it's a naked style motorcycle, so it's usual like this. Let's overtake. This is full throttle on 6th. Like, you can do 130. Like 120 is fine. It's pretty capable. 140, well, you are just draining that. Like, it is capable to travel. I don't know how far and for how long, but 120 is pretty much safe and okay speed for highway. You cannot do a lot of overtaking, but overall feel, it's nice. I'm surprised the vibrations are really low at this kind of RPM and speed. The seat is narrow, not really comfy. I can feel vibration in my butt, which can cause numbness later on. The clutch is really high, but that can be lowered. You don't have that many options. Like, also the suspension is not adjustable, so probably just the preload of the spring in the back, but you don't have any adjustability in the front suspension. It's sensitive to the wind since it is so light, because it's kind of like it's a little bit floating over the bumps and in the corners. Like, these brakes are not good at all. Oh my god. So you have really good option to learn how to use rear brake, since you are gonna be using that often. Suspension, since it is not really adjustable, it is actually really okay. Like, over that bump, it hurts, and when it hurts, it means it's stiff. So it's not that soft for the city, like as you would probably imagine that this kind of a bike would be, you know, softer. It's pretty stiff, honestly speaking. So it's tuned a little bit to the sport side, which is surprising, but you cannot blame them. It does have sport mode. The seat is not that comfortable. Like, after a few minutes I can feel that it's, you know, the shape is okay, but you can feel the stiffness and uncomfortness. But my ass can be just sensitive, so might not be that bad as I'm, you know, describing. Other than that, it's just a really small, nimble, pretty cheap actually bike with really nice TFT screen. Like, I'm just blown away by TFT screen on this kind of a category. Like, it looks so good. Like, CF Moto did you know, really complex displays. Maybe too complex, because there is a lot of information on them, which you don't, I don't know if you really need them, but you have access to a lot of information and a lot of setups if you have, you know, the bike, which obviously has some setups. This doesn't really have any setup. Anyway, the screen is nice. It's colorful, it's pretty, it's big, there is a good readability. The sun was behind me, now it's beside me, it is in front of me, so you can really clearly see the numbers in a lot of, you know, daylight situations, which is really good. On different bikes, maybe, I believe it was Triumph, you might have some issues with readability of the screen in some of the situations when the sun is right behind you, or I don't know, brightness setup is there, but, you know, doesn't do really a lot. Anyway, sitting position is really fine. The rear brake is on really nice spot. Maybe I would appreciate it to have a little bit lower, but nothing that couldn't be adjusted later on. The mirrors are actually totally okay. Like, I don't have any issues with rear mirrors. You still have to get the chicken elbow a little bit, so you have to kind of like make yourself a space in the mirrors, but it's not bad. So since I'm here back and red light again, thanks for watching, guys. This is the third and final bike for today from CF Moto Days. I gotta say, a big thumbs up. I like all the bikes. I can really imagine to go with CF Moto. Like, you have plenty of possibilities. They're not the strongest bikes produced, since even 800 had like 91 horsepower, so it's not a lot. It's enough. Like, everything above 90 is fairly enough for riding. Obviously you can see that 29 is gonna fine. So yeah, if you're not looking for 240 and you're not looking for a real carbon fiber look, and you just want to travel around on probably reliable, nicely looking and modern machine, yeah, CF Moto is where to go. I would give it a shot. I would give it a try, and I'm really satisfied with the outcome of the test. So thanks for watching. Hit the like, subscribe, comment down below what you think about CF Moto if you ever tried any, and see you probably either on a track or some Yamaha or Ducati testing. So thank you and cheers, guys.